Hey everybody, it's Mitch and welcome to my next video. Today we have got another video for you. In today's video we're going to be doing something a little different. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking all the characters in Naruto and Naruto Shippuden, and we're going to be figuring out what alignment they would be as a D&D character. So let's just jump right into that. Hopefully this works. Hey, it does. Sweet. Had a lot of technical difficulties with this. Alright, so let's look at these characters. So as you can see, I've got lawful good, chaotic good, neutral good, lawful neutral, true neutral, chaotic neutral, neutral evil, lawful evil, and chaotic evil, which those are in the wrong order, so let's just fix that one right there. Yeah. And let's fix the colors on that. What the heck did that just do? Okay. Let's go in here and we'll make that red. I set this up, but apparently I did it slightly wrong. So, oops. There we go. That's fixed. Okay, so let's do this. So yeah, we got all the alignments. So, and yeah, you wouldn't believe how much technical difficulty. So first off, we have the third Hokage. We have, Sarutobi Hiruzen. Now, he's an interesting one. He's, the third Hokage. He's very big on the will of fire. I'd say he's a pretty good guy overall. He's there to protect the village. He sacrifices his life to protect the village. Oh, and there's going to be some spoilers in this. This one's a fairly early one, so hopefully that's not too bad, but I'm definitely going to be spoiling a large amount of the show with this. So try to catch up on Naruto if you haven't. Anyways, so Sarutobi here. Hiruzen. They always call him by his first name. Actually, they normally call him just Lord Third. But anyways, I'd say he's a good guy. The fact that he sacrificed himself, the fact that his first priority is protecting the village, I'd say good for sure. Now, he is also the Hokage. He believes in the rules. However, he's, been keen to, bend the rules when the occasion calls for it. So for that, I'm going to say neutral good. And why on earth is this listed in the wrong order? Yay. I swear. And now I'm going to have to change the colors. I could have sworn I set this up right. I swear I did, guys. I swear I set this up right. Oh, well. Must have screwed up. All right. So it looks like we have, I believe that's Darui there. Okay, he's an interesting one. That's one of the Raikage's right-hand men. He's an interesting one. You don't see a whole lot of him. Seems like a relatively good guy. Seems to care a lot about the rules. He's in his head a lot. This guy's always overthinking everything. I think I'm gonna go lawful good. That one's a hard one though. Okay, might guy. All right, and there's a few duplicates in here, so they'll likely be thrown in the same spot. This list wasn't designed for alignments, but rather power rankings. So, anyways, Mike Guy, he's a tough one. Like, he's really strong. But that's kind of irrelevant. He's very big on the power of youth. Like he's a really nice guy overall. So I'd say good for sure. He's highly disciplined. I think I might have to go lawful good for him as well. He might see a lot of that, not neutral evil. That mouse doesn't look the best. Okay. Sarutobi Asuma. Okay. Asuma. Now, Asuma has definitely been one to break the rules when it's come. He's been major issues with his father, the third Hokage that we did a minute ago. I think he's would be chaotic good. Probably good. Yeah, I think so. Choji Akamichi, or Akamichi Choji. I've watched both English and Japanese, so yeah. So Choji, where would he fit? Choji, oof, he's good for sure. Like this guy, Particle, like everyone's good. Like it's really, so far, it's really hard. Oh, hopefully, we'll see some neutrals in here. This show, probably not going to see too many neutrals. It's probably going to be a lot of good and evil. um, yeah, just by the nature of the show. But anyways, Choji, he's he's really really pure. Um, I think uh, neutral good. I really think so. Okay, now we're getting into it. So now Danzo Shimura. All right, Danzo. Okay, so Danzo is he does some really messed up stuff, but he does it for the good of the village. For him, the ends justify the means, and that's not exactly something a good person would do. However, he's very rigid, so I think lawful neutral, really. I mean, he's not really evil. He does some really messed up stuff that's kind of evil, but he does it for good reasons. You know, he really does have the best interest of the village at heart. Yes, he's trying to get power and recognition in the end with the Five Kage Summit, but even then, it's out of distrust. So, yeah, okay. Ah, yes, Daedra. Yeah, he's evil. And he's crazy. I like Daedra. Oof. I gotta go chaotic evil on that one. Like that doesn't even take much thought. He's an artist. He believes art is an explosion. Like he's all about destruction. So I really think chaotic evil fits him pretty well. He's also impatient and hot-headed. Like there's a lot of reasons for that. So yeah, okay, we got Gara here. All right, I don't know if we're gonna have other Garas. I only sort of took a look through this. Okay, so Gara, uh, he's a tricky one because he evolves. I would say the early Gara, chaotic evil for sure. I mean, Gara was just nasty. He was such a terrible villain. Terrible as in good. Yeah, he was scary. He was a monster. He was such a good villain. But he changes a lot after that. Like a lot. After that, he really tries to repent. He becomes like he almost like I'd almost say he's like lawful good after that. Like it's such a massive shift on his part. Like, um, oof, you know what? And the picture of him is from Shippuden though, so I'm gonna have to go with the more on the Shippuden side of things. Um, oof. Hard to say where to put him. I guess I'm just going to say true neutral just because he's so hard to pin down. Uh, his character's so complex and it changes so much. He's got one of the most dynamic characters in the show, probably the most dynamic character. Okay, so now we have the Sage of the Six Paths. Okay, all right, he was interested in the good of mankind for sure. He went against his mother um, in order to save the world. Uh, he was pretty big on. I think I got to go neutral good because, I mean, when he chose his sons, like he favored the second son over the first one. The second son who had the more power and caused the whole rift between the Uchiha and the Senju. So yeah, that was a thing. Okay, Haku. All right, Haku. Whew. So Haku, deadly assassin, child, really messed up backstory. Um, Overall, good person though. Very much had the opportunity to kill both Naruto and Sasuke, like early on. Like he could have killed them both back in that first arc, and had he, finished them off quick, he could have then aided Zabuza and maybe even taken out Kakashi too. So but he didn't. He chose to spare them and give them a chance. And because of that, Naruto was able to take him down. But anyways, um, I think because he, tried to show mercy, that real and that his intentions were always just to want to be, wanted. He just wanted to be useful to somebody. And didn't want to feel like garbage. So I almost want to put him as good, but I think that's a bit of a stretch considering like some of the terrible things he did. So I think I'll stick neutral on that. Um, I think chaotic neutral because I'm getting a real chaotic vibe off of that. Um, yeah. Er, yeah. Okay, now we get onto an interesting one. We have Hanzo the Salamander. All right. He's an interesting one. Uh, the leader of the Hidden Rain for a while. Um, you know, he's the one who worked with Donzo to stop the original Akatsuki, which was actually a good organization. He's the one who took Yahiko down. Um, so he definitely had some messed up things that he did, but and he really hampered that whole movement. But at the same time, he's also the one who gave Jiraiya, Tsunade, and Orochimaru their rank of Sanin. Um, but he's also very, very. So this guy's lawful, no doubt. Like no question in my mind. Like how secure and secretive he is about making sure his security details as strict as possible. That's 100% lawful. Now, in terms of good versus evil, definitely not good. The question is he more neutral or is he more evil? And I don't think his motives were ever all that bad. So I think I'm going to go with lawful neutral. Interesting, right there with Don, so his co-conspirator. Okay, all right. Hashirama Senju. Okay. All right. We got the first Hokage there. Um, Definitely a good guy, believed in peace and all that good fun stuff. He started the village hidden in the leaves, Konoha. He created the village himself, but he was never a real stickler for the rules. Um, like when he gets reanimated at the end, you see some funny moments of him like talking about Tsunade. It's quite hilarious. So he's a little bit of a goofball, you find out. What happened there? Dang mouse. Um, so, where to put him? Could he? Well, he does have wood style, and that is nature-based, which would mean I shouldn't put him towards neutral. All right. Deidara. Wait, not Deidara. Hidan. What am I thinking? I don't know why I mixed those two up. Hidan of the Akatsuki. Okay, he's lawful for sure. No question. This guy is very, very strict about his rituals. Um, he worships Joshin, and very, very strict rituals. His whole attack pattern is very strict. Yeah, definitely lawful and very evil. Like there's no it didn't take me long to think this guy's lawful evil. Like clearly he's lawful evil. Yeah. Uh, cool guy though. Really like his powers. Um, all right. Hinata Hyuga. Okay. Definitely a really good person. Very, very shy. Um, she tried to follow the Hugo ways, which is pretty strict and disciplined. Didn't really suit her super well. I wouldn't say she's so much chaotic though, um, but I don't think strict laws really fit her. But maybe chaotic does. Actually, I think she would be a chaotic good. I think she would be because she really values freedom, but she's all very much for the forces of good. Like Hinata's a good person. Ino Yamanaka. Okay, okay. Ino. Um, who? Okay, so she's an interesting one. She's very obsessed with her looks. She, yeah, she's very big on that. She, uh, she runs a flower shop, but she also has a mind transfer jutsu. Um, hmm. I'm leaning towards neutral with her. I just never really got the intention that uh, she is super nice to Sakura and like tries to help her out, like in the beginning, until she finds out Sakura likes Sasuke, and at which point she like betrays her completely. Um, yeah, I think that's very much neutral. Like she can be a good person, but hard to say. Now, in terms of whether she's lawful or chaotic, um, ooh, I think lawful because a lot of her techniques do require fairly strict disciplines. So I'll go lawful neutral for her. All right, Iruka. Okay, Iruka Sensei. He's definitely lawful, very strict to the rules. He's very much big on that. He bends a little, but even so, I'd say he's definitely, definitely lawful. I think good as well. Like Iruka's a pretty good guy. He's got some issues early on trying to trust Naruto, but he comes through in the end. So. Ooh, Itachi. Itachi Uchiha. Ooh. Okay, that's an interesting one. His motives are crazy. So this is a guy who killed his entire clan. And on top of that, but he did it for, except for his brother, he made his brother believe that, he did it to, just to challenge himself. But in all honesty, he did it to spare his brother because he was kind of forced to do it. And this was the only way he could spare his brother, that his brother would be spared. If he didn't do this, someone else would have wiped him out. And they would have taken out Sasuke as well. So his heart was kind of in the right place when he slaughtered them. Although what he did to Sasuke after was pretty messed up. He was very, very misguided on that. He really messed up his brother, who he was trying to save, because he wanted to have somebody to judge him, because his conscience got in the way. So, oof, Itachi, oh, such an interesting one. I'd say lawful for sure, 100%. But good or evil, I think I gotta go lawful neutral, because I mean, like, yeah, it's a weird one. Jiraiya, huh? All right. The Toad Mountain Sage, or as Naruto calls him, Pervy Sage. Well, he's called Pervy Sage for a reason. Naruto calls him that because, he's always perving on the ladies. So not the most pure of guys. Um, he did master Sage Mode, which is very nature-based. Um, oof. Yeah, I'd say he's overall a fairly decent guy, but he's got his shortcomings. Like he's your typical old man lecture stereotype from anime. Like no question on that. I mean, he's even writing like erotic novels. Like but he's a good guy. Like, he's absolutely dedicated to finding the answer to peace, trying to figure out how to obtain that in this world. Whew. So I think I gotta go. I think I think I would go good. Probably chaotic good though. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to throw him in chaotic good. Okay, that's an interesting one. Now we're looking at, I believe that's Madara, when he takes on the whole stage form. I think that's Madara, or maybe that's Obito. It's hard to say. That whole ending got a little weird, but pretty sure that's Madara. No, no, actually, I think that's probably Obito. Yeah, it's probably Obito. Um, hmm, hmm. Obito. Assuming I'm right about that, because I'm pretty sure he did obtain sage power for a while. Um, I believe he had that when Naruto took him down. It's been a while since I've seen the end, and I only watched it once, so yeah, that picture's a little confusing. But I believe Obito's motivations were completely misguided. Like, he's just trying to go for Reen and trying to like get her back in like this messed up way where she's not really back, but he's in an illusion, and that's good enough for him. Uh, yeah, I don't know about him. I'd say, uh, like his whole plan is so twisted, so very twisted. His motives are just all over the place. Like, he was originally a great guy, but everything just got twisted up with him. I'd say evil because what he's doing is just horrible. Um, is it neutral? Is it chaotic? No. Is it? I'd say neutral evil. Not just because it's the only one that has nothing in it. I hate my mouse sometimes. It doesn't like to stay clicked, so dragging can be a pain. Okay, Jugo. Jugo. All right, all right, all right. Jugo's an interesting one. Jugo's very in touch with nature, but when he has a rage inside of him, a very, very deep rage where he just wants to kill things, but he hates that part of himself. Um, ooh, I think I'm gonna have to go with chaotic neutral, because of that rage. He's very chaotic because of that, and yeah, he's when he goes into rage state, he slaughters like crazy. But when he's not in that state, he's actually a really kind and gentle person. So yeah. All right. Next up, Kabuto Yakushi. Okay, Kabuto. Oof, definitely lawful, 100% right there. But definitely not good. I think in lawful evil. Like, this guy he's got some really bad motives. He's just out there to help Orochimaru. And then to like take over he gets messed up. Like, don't get me wrong, I feel for the guy. He got really screwed up as a kid, and as soon as he got done with that, Orochimaru took him under his wing, really exploiting him, and that, especially seeing as Orochimaru kind of got him into that in the first place. Oh, I feel for him. But yeah, lawful evil. Okay. All right. We have Kaguya, the main villain of Shippuden. All right, all right. Um, so alien from another world, woman scorned. Um, uh, yeah. Honestly, I don't think the scorn was actually legit. I think she was actually tricked on that, if I recall. But what she did in response was insane. She basically tried to enslave all of humanity. And yeah, She was only barely being able to be defeated by her sons, and they didn't stop her army. That just stayed buried underground for a long time. And yeah, that's whole deal with that. Whew. I'm going to say evil for sure. I think I got to go neutral evil, though. I can't really pin her as lawful or chaotic. She's just bitter. Okay, Kakashi. Yes. Used to be very, very lawful. And I would say lawful good. But he's changed. Largely thanks to Obito and his own father. He was super lawful because of how his father killed himself. But I think neutral good for him. Because he is fairly strict on rules. But he does let them slide a lot. So I can't put him chaotic, but I think neutral good. I'm definitely seeing some patterns here, and I suspect that remain. Okay. Yes, another member of the Akatsuki here. Kakuzu. All right. He's an interesting one. I think lawful evil, like real quick, because quite frankly, he's evil. Like, no question. Like he's all about, getting what's his, and by whatever means necessary. He wants to make money. Um, he's trying to be very efficient. These are all very lawful things, but at the same time, he's a bad guy, like no question. Like, he's a body dealer. Like he kills people and sells their bodies, because they had bounties on him. Like the guy's not exactly a good dude. So I think lawful evil really fits him, and that there's really no question in the matter. Okay, Karin Uzumaki, actually. So, whew, Karin. Okay, well, I'd say lawful as well. She's very, very studious. She sticks to the rules. She's very, very big on that. Um, yeah, I definitely got to say lawful for her. At the same time, definitely not good. Um, Is she evil, though? Is she really evil? Um, well, she's pretty content on experimenting, and she was the warden at that prison, and she was not a nice warden at all. The prisoners there, like, feared and hated her. Oof. Yeah, I'd say, gotta say lawful evil. Although, she's not nearly as scary as some of these other ones in there. Kiba. Okay, Kiba. Chaotic, 100%. No question. This dude is chaos in a nutshell. Is he good? For the most part. But honestly, he definitely leans more towards good than evil. But I'm not sure if it's enough. So I think chaotic neutral might be the better option. Because, yeah, I just am not seeing the good so much there. Okay, Sasuke Uchiha. And let's check here, because, yeah, we have some other Sasuke's on here. Yeah, we have a couple more Sasuke. So because of that, we'll go with, well, this is original Sasuke, before he left the village. So let's just think about what his alignment was prior to leaving the village. Well, he, was a fairly decent ninja. He was very studious, very big on following the rules. Really hated how Naruto always didn't follow the rules. I wouldn't say he was good, but he definitely had some arrogance to him. So I think this version of Sasuke, very strict on pointing that much out. Just this version, I'd say lawful neutral, because I'd say he's not really a good guy. He fights he fights in Team 7, but at the same time, it's hard to say where his motives really lie, but he's very dedicated to the purpose. So I'd say lawful neutral. Killer Bee. All right. Wrath and Eight Tails. Okay. This guy. All right. Whew. I'm going to say chaotic probably for sure. Just because his wild nature. I think he's a good guy too. Like, Bee really is just a genuine, yeah, chaotic good, no question. Like, doesn't take, I had to think about it a little, but once I did, like, it's real obvious Bee goes there. Like, he's a really genuine, pure-hearted guy. That's how he's able to control Eight Tails. And his wild nature makes him chaotic. So, yeah, chaotic good. Kimimaru. Oof. Um, Interesting. I say lawful due to like his dedication towards Lord Orochimaru. He's really, really dedicated to that. He has a strong connection to a few other people. So he made some good friends. Space and names. Jugo. Yeah, that's it. He's made fairly good friends with Jugo. So yeah, so Kimimaru. Ooh, I think lawful, especially with his very disciplined technique. Um, is he evil though? Is he really evil? I don't think so. I'm gonna say lawful neutral, just because I just am not seeing the evil in him. I just don't see it. Okay. All right. Kisame Hoshigaki. All right. He's a good one. It's an interesting pick right there. Kisame. Oof. So he's got his shark skin. He's really big with that. Oh, I'm trying to think where to put him because there's just a lot of options for it. Who? Evil for sure. He's not a good dude, but sometimes I don't know. I think neutral evil because I don't really see any strong lean towards law or chaos with him. Oh, Conan. Oh, I liked Conan so much. He's such a good character. Lady Angel, one of Jiraiya's students. She was just very misguided, but she very much followed her friends Nagato and Yahiko. She was such a good character before Yahiko fell. Once Nagato took over and the vision started getting warped by Obito, that's when things started to change a little. But, I mean, they were always dead set on finding peace. Their goal was always pure, but their ways were misguided. Um, ooh. Lawful neutral? Man, I feel like I'm putting so many characters there, but it is what it is. Konohamaru. Okay, Konohamaru. He's an interesting one. We first meet him as a little kid, the grandson of the third Hokage. Dead set on taking the Hokage down so he can be respected. Naruto's pupil from an early age. That's like episode 2 where he starts going under Naruto's wings. So I know I said spoilers and I've spoiled tons of stuff, but that ain't one. Yeah, I think I got to go with chaotic good on that because I know he's a little more disciplined than Naruto, so I'm gonna go neutral good. Okay, all right, Kankuro, Gaara's older brother, the second of the Sand siblings. He's a puppet master. I don't know if he's good per se. He's definitely not a bad guy, but I don't know if he's exactly good. Honestly, I want to put him true neutral, which is weird because that's currently the only person there is his brother. So, interesting. All right. Kurenai, Kurenai Sensei, Kurenai Yuhi. She did not get nearly enough screen time. The show was not kind to the female characters, let me tell you. There weren't that many of them, and the ones that were in the show weren't in there that much for the most part. She had such a cool character, too. Um, so she was a genjutsu master. I don't know, chaotic neutral, I guess? I really don't know with her. Yes, yes. Now we have our main, well, for a while, our main villain, Madara Uchiha. Yeah, evil for sure, no question on that. He did have very specific goals. I think lawful evil really fits him to a T, because he was very, very specific about what he wanted to accomplish. Like, yeah, very, very specific on that. So we'll throw him there. Now, okay. Now we have Lady Mizukage. Yeah, I think her name's May. Like they like never mention it. Something like that. Oof. So she seems like a pretty good person overall. Um, she doesn't seem too strict with rules. She seems to be very interested in, improving the reputation of her village, which is kind of crap because of the previous Mizukage. I think chaotic good. I think that one's a hard one. Okay, well, looks like we're starting to get close. You can see the end in sight. All right, so we have next up Might Guy. Bushier Brow Sensei, as Naruto calls him. All right, so Guy. Where would we put him? He's pretty big on the rules for the most part. Very strict with his regiment. I think I gotta go lawful and good. Like, he's willing to bend the rules when he needs to, but for the most part, he's pretty strict to what he says. Minato Namikaze, the fourth Hokage, Naruto's dad. He's an interesting one. Sacrificed himself for his son and for the village. He makes some very unusual choices. I don't think he's the most lawful of the bunch. Who is he? Chaotic though, or is he more? He is a little bit strict, so I think I'm gonna go neutral. I don't think I can throw him chaotic. Naruto Uzumaki. Now, all of the Narutos are going to go in the same spot. I might as well just move them all now, because he doesn't really change much throughout the show, like a little bit, but like he's chaotic good, like 100%, no question. Oh, why did I put him neutral? Yeah, so I'm just going to put all the Narutos there because like he doesn't change. Like, he's chaotic good. I really don't see any reason. Come on, mouse, work. So yeah, chaotic good for all the Narutos, because he's a very, very consistent character. He's the main protagonist. Any change, one of his big things is he doesn't really change his character much. Neji Hyuga, lawful. I think lawful neutral. Especially the early days Neji. He does kind of move towards good later, and even away from there, but lawful neutral, I really gotta say. Now we have Tobi Obito. Okay, I'm gonna put him in the same spot, assuming that I was even right about who that was to begin with. So yeah, neutral evil. Okay. Or Tsuchikage, Omoki the fence sitter. Okay. Where would we put him? He's an old man, very, very set in his ways. I think I gotta go lawful neutral, like, for sure with him, because quite frankly, he's he's not good or evil. Like I really don't think, like, his motives are just self-preservation. He's very strict. Yeah. Orochimaru. Oof. Okay. Yeah, Orochimaru's an interesting pick there. Lawful evil. Like, I'm not even gonna think about that too hard because he's, yeah, yeah, lawful evil, 100%. There we have Pain. Um, Now, of course, that's Yahiko's body, but I think we're talking more about Nagato here, since, I'm not seeing Nagato anywhere on the list. So, pretty sure we're just going to have to go with Nagato, since he's the one controlling him. And, he's not, Yahiko's dead in that picture. So, oof. He's definitely big on, um, creating peace his way, the way that Obito tricked him into. Naruto was able to talk him into it, into changing that path. But I think lawful evil, I mean, he was kind of a bad guy in the beginning. Naruto changed that, but still. Unruly A, the Raikage. That guy. He can be very strict about the rules, but he also has a bad habit of punching holes in walls just because. So he's a major, major hothead. So I think chaotic is the way to go with him. Um, is he a good guy? Hard to say. I mean, he's on the good guy side, but I think chaotic neutral. Like, yeah. Rock Lee. Oh, this guy, heart of gold, Rock Lee. Everyone loves the dude. He works hard. He has no skill in ninjutsu, so he trains his taijutsu. He's super, super dedicated. I think I gotta go lawful good for him, because, man, that's just Rock Lee right there at his Guy Sensei. Oh, Guy Sensei twice. I didn't even realize I ranked Guy twice. Wow. Put him in the same spot. I guess you're going to get it. I guess you heard me rank him twice. Hope you guys got a good laugh from that. All right. So Sai. Ooh. Very stiff and robotic. Definitely lawful, for sure. I think lawful neutral. Which is interesting, because right there with Donzo, who was the one who kind of taught him to be that way. So, yeah. Sai is an interesting one. Okay. Sakura Haruno. All right, Sakura. She's a character. Is she good? I don't know. She's such a hard one to pin down. I think I'm just gonna go true neutral because I'm really not getting any hard vibes on her either way. She's a weird one. Sasori of the Red Sand. All right. I say lawful evil. I say that with a lot of them. He's very strict. Yeah. Okay, Sasuke, and this is for Boruto Sasuke there. Don't do a whole lot from Boruto here. I think this is the only one. I haven't watched too much of it, but Sasuke is a good guy in that one. He does very much do that. I think this particular version of Sasuke, ironically lawful good. Weird. Yeah. Shikamaru Nara. What a drag. Yeah. Shikamaru. I love Shikamaru. He's easily my favorite character. Who? Yeah, Shikamaru. I think I gotta go lawful good again. Very big on rules, all that. Yeah. Shino Aburame. He's very big with his bugs. He doesn't talk a whole lot. I think I'll go true neutral with him. He's a decent enough guy, but yeah. Sasuke Uchiha from Shippuden. And this is like when he's completely lost himself. That Sasuke is lawful evil. He's driven with a passion. At first to kill his brother, but in that image it's to destroy the Leaf Village to get revenge for his brother. Like he's straight at this point. That Sasuke there is a murderer. He will stop at nothing. He'll kill anyone, do anything, whatever it takes to achieve his goal of getting revenge for his late brother, who he killed, but for what his brother made him do. Like, it's not big for the killing him, but yeah. Shisui Uchiha. Okay, he's an interesting one. We don't see a lot of Shisui Uchiha, in all honesty, which, he's a very gifted ninja. Um, he's friends with Itachi, but we don't see a lot of him in the show. I'm just going to go true neutral because I really don't know. And from what I do know, I'm not getting a lot of vibes. Okay. This guy, that looks like Madara, I think, when he's taken on the sage form. So I think I'm just going to put him with other Madara. Yes, Suigetsu. Suigetsu, where to put him? Is he a good guy? No. Is he a bad guy? Not necessarily. He's more neutral. I think chaotic neutral really fits him. He's just kind of doing his own thing. Doesn't really have a reason for doing anything. He wants to be one of the 7 ninja swordsmen, but like, yeah, he's following Sasuke around. I don't know. I just feeling a chaotic neutral vibe from him. Tamari, okay, the oldest of the Sand siblings, Gaara's oldest sister. Okay, where to put her? She is a bit of a hothead for sure. But overall, I'd say she's a fairly good person. Um, Tough to say. Tamari. That's a great question. I'm really not sure where to put Tamari. In terms of her motives. I mean, I never see her. I mean, she did take up that ploy against the Leaf Village, but then she was down to save them. She seems to just follow orders. Lawful neutral, I guess. This is actually filling up pretty nicely. Other than freaking Data alone in chaotic neutral, interestingly enough. Um, that's funny. 1010. Okay. Another character who gets way too little screen time. She's, she kind of deserves it too. Expert in the transportation technique. Yeah, she seems like a decent enough person. I'm just gonna go true neutral. I'm not feeling a lot from her. Okay, now we have the second Hokage. What's his name? Senju Tobirama. Tobirama Senju. There we go. Again, we don't see much of him. He seems pretty strict in the rules. Seems like a decent enough guy. Lawful good, I guess. Tsunade Senju. She's definitely not lawful good. She's a good person. She really does care a lot about people. She's a gambler, though. She's a lush. She loves to drink. She loves to gamble. She's obsessed with her looks. I think I gotta go chaotic good, cause yeah. Yamato. True neutral, I guess. What the heck is going? Oh, stupid mouse. Yeah, I think true neutral because he's got wood style. He's, you know, yeah, I don't have a lot of great reasons for Yamato and why I'm putting him there. Actually, when I think about it, he's pretty strict on the rules. So let's go lawful neutral. Okay. Now we have one. Freaking Zabuza Mochi. I think we got another. I think we finally got another chaotic evil because this guy loves killing. He's not really big on rules. Yes, he's an assassin, but he kind of will kill anyone. He's got a goal, but he'll do anything to reach it. Yeah, that was a tougher one though. And partially I've literally got one other person there. I kind of wanted to fill that out a little. Okay, so Zetsu. Zetsu's such an interesting one. So Zetsu is, I'm pretty sure, the other son of Kaguya that like no one knew about. He's lived in the shadows for years, building up her plan to try and like help her out. Um, I'd say lawful evil, um, just because of much he's how much he's done. So that's the list. So it looks like for lawful good, Darui, Guy, he's Iruka, Guy again, Rock Lee, Sasuke from Boruto, um, Shikamaru and Tobirama Senju. Neutral good. We got Heroes in Sarutobi, Choji Akamichi, the Sage of the Six Paths. I forget his name. Then you have Senju Hashirama, Kakashi, Konohamaru, Minato Namikaze. For Chaotic Good, we got Asuma Sarutobi, Hinata Hyuga, Jiraiya, Killer Bee, the Mizukage, I think her name's Mai. Then you have Naruto, all of them, and Tsunade Senju. Lawful Neutral, you have Danzo, you have Hanzo, the Salamander, you have Yamanaka, Itachi Uchiha, Sasuke Uchiha, interestingly enough, from from early Naruto. Then you have Kimimaru. Yeah, you have. Why am I spacing her name? I really like her too. I had it earlier. I know I did. You guys know I did. Yeah, you have. Anyways, you have Neji Hyuga, Onoki, Sai, Tamari, and of course you have Yamato. Conan, there we go. We have Conan. All right, so True Neutral, Gaara, Kankuro, you got Sakura, Shino, Susui Uchiha, and Tenten, Chaotic Neutral. You have Haku, Jugo, Kiba, Kurenai, Yuhi. You have Unruly A, and of course you have Suigetsu, Lawful Evil. That's another one of the big ones. You got Hidan, Kabuto. You got Kakuzu. Interesting that Hidan and Kakuzu are together there. You have Karin Uzumaki. You have Madara Uchiha, Orochimaru. You have Pain, Nagata Uzumaki. And you got Sasori of the Red, Sasuke from after he killed Itachi and learned the truth. You have Madara again, I think. Then you have Zetsu. Then in Neutral Evil, you got I think that's Obito. You have Kaguya. You have Kisame Hoshigaki, and then Obito. And you also have in Chaotic Evil, you have Deidara, and you have Zabuza Yamochi. So that's our list. Hopefully you guys agree with it. Yeah. So hopefully you agree with the lists. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, consider giving it a like. If you haven't already done so, consider subscribing to the channel. Really appreciate that. And then you can get notifications for more videos like this. Ring that bell because, you know, YouTube's not the greatest about that. And holy crap, I didn't realize this was like an hour-long video. Man, I've been talking for a while. Anyways, as always, I'm Mitch, and I'll be seeing you